Hey, it's NaVell J. Lee, and many of you know me as the host of Buzzworthy Radio. Some may just know me as NaVell, but I wanted to take a little bit of your time to basically tell you about the Trevor Project that has been going around for several months now, and the It Gets Better campaign. And, it actually does get better. And me personally, I always thought that was a cliche of sorts, that in time things will get better, and I never really would have believed it if you told me that 10 years ago. And here I am at 26. I'm loving the life that I love now, and it actually did get better 10 years later. High school, not even high school, elementary school and high school was such a hard time for me as a kid. I was the guy that got picked on all the time. I was the one that got bullied all the time because they perceived me to be gay. They perceived me to be these other things. And it didn't help either that I was a black guy that had a lot of white friends in school. So, that was like double entendre that was going on in my time. So, and then people always just looked at you with a label. They never wanted to get to know you for being who you were. We've heard so many people committing gay suicides this past year than we ever had in a long time. And for me personally, I just look at that and it's very sad, but there's probably some person that's sitting in their house right now that has been to school. I mean, it's summer now, but this is probably still them sitting in their room. Summer's almost over, and they are going back to school soon, and they're probably sitting there going like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do when I see all these people again? Am I going to get bullied again? Am I going to have to go through this? Am I going to have to go through that? And they don't know what they're going to do. And they feel like they have nobody to turn to. Trust me, I was that person. I didn't feel like I had anybody to turn to when I was picked on. I never thought that anybody would understand, because I've always had friends who were so fake that they would pretend to care at that point. But then the bottom line was they would go behind your back and they'd be the ones that also would be the bullies too. So you never really felt like you could depend on somebody. But trust me, you do have somebody out there that you can trust and you can depend on. Parents, for one. I know that's tough to say, but there is somebody out there that will listen, that will be there for you. And it will get better. It does get better, because you are going to be that guy or that girl that's going to have that one thing in their life that's going to branch them out to be something. Where the guy or the girls that were picking on you in high school or in elementary school even, the ones that were picking on you, they're going to be the ones that feel like they're the scum on the bottom of your shoe. And you are the one that are making things happen for your life. And everybody's going to love you. Everybody's going to worship you and respect you more so than they ever have in their time. So yes, it does get better. Living proof of that. I'm living proof of that. I never thought in my time I would be doing this for 4 years. Doing Buzzworthy Radio, something I love, something I enjoy, something I respect. I never thought in my time that I would be sitting in my house wearing a tank top and shorts, doing interviews on the other side of a telephone, talking to soap celebs and regular celebs. And they're all regular celebs, but don't sugarcoat that. But all celebs in all forms of the medium. I never thought I would ever be doing something like that. And you know what? I put my mind to it. I had so much support coming in, Roger Newcomb especially, thank you so much. And, I had so much support coming into doing these shows, and I will never ever regret doing this. If this ended tomorrow, I have no regrets. I have no regrets whatsoever. So, it does get better. Ladies and gentlemen, it does get better. Never try to feel like you are being sideswiped or being labeled or being whatever because this person thinks that's what you are. Trust me, you're not. You're you. And it's really a shame that people never get to know who you really are behind closed doors. Because trust me when I say this, if they did, they would realize that you were very, very beautiful, you're very, very interesting, and you're very, very loved. Because you really are. And it does get better.